take more than her husband Bobby Brown along. Just days ago, the singer was forced to beef up her security, as you can see in this photo taken outside a New York City hotel. Well, why? All because of the man you're about to meet. A man who sat down face to face with our own Terry Willisey.
Wait a minute, someone was in my house?
In the movie The Bodyguard, Whitney Houston played the role of a singer, stalked by a crazed fan, a killer. But in real life, Whitney Houston is going through a terrifying ordeal, all because of an obsessed fan, Charles Gilbert.
I do love her.
I've had letters and things, but I've never quite had someone want to kill me.
But the man who's been accused of sending Houston harassing letters has revealed to us that he got to be in one of her video clips. A close look at the 1990 music video, All the Man That I Need, reveals Charles Gilbert was there, right behind the woman he's now accused of stalking. Whitney and her family have now slapped a restraining order against the 38-year-old former Marine for harassment, dating back to 1991. Gilbert believes he first met Whitney at a dinner party.
You know, I had asked her, and she said she was Diane. And, you know, you say your name's Diane. What am I supposed to say?
You didn't recognize her as being Whitney?
No.
Okay, can you read that for us?
Oh, okay. Dear Charles, thanks so much for your letter.
Charles Gilbert, who once received a fan letter from Houston, sees no reason for the star to be alarmed. But a judge has ruled that Gilbert has indicated an unusual and unseemly interest in the star, her mother and other family members. The judge felt Gilbert may not be fully in control.
Okay, she has this unusual look that she gives me, but it's a very beautiful look, all right? And it's just where her eyes are like, you know, like, oh, we got a secret going on here, you know.
The secret Gilbert makes claims about was revealed in a letter he wrote to the pastor of the church that he says he, Whitney, and her family attended.
What I said was, it really wasn't any of their business, and yes, okay? Since you're bothering me about it, yes, Whitney and I did spend the night together, all right? And
what?
And I guess I am the father.
Gilbert believes he is the father of 3-year-old Bobby, the daughter of Whitney and her husband Bobby Brown.
I haven't stalked anybody, so how the heck are you going to say that I've done something that I haven't done?
It's a long way from Whitney Houston's stunning estate in New Jersey to Charles Gilbert's tiny room in the Jersey City YMCA. But Charles Gilbert's mind remembers what was yesterday.
Oh, somebody save me from the sweetness of your embrace. I'm caught between pain and pleasure as you kiss upon my face.
Imaginations of Love is one of the poems Gilbert sent along with other material to Whitney Houston.
Tenderly, kissing me, rocking me.
One of the most unsettling aspects of meeting and listening to Charles Gilbert is that you come to the realization he believes what he is saying.
Where did this last rendezvous take place?
That took place on 110th Street, the one where she became pregnant. Yeah, that was 110th Street. It was in a little apartment, and it was shared by a few ladies. Later on at night, she came out and, you know, kissed me on my brows, my thick brows, and,
Now, Charles, sitting here listening to what you have to say, sounds like you're talking absolute fantasy. You never spent a night with Whitney Houston?
I can't, I don't know. You know.
Come on, Charles. It was definitely Whitney.
Positive.
Psychiatrist John Burgess sat down to listen to our interview with the man accused of stalking Whitney Houston.
I think there's something more than just fantasy or lying. He's probably looking for attention, feels pretty lonely and empty. This makes him an important person.
It's of some concern that Gilbert has ordered 2 guns from a dealer in Detroit.
I'm an expert with pistols, so I enjoy shooting because that's the one thing I can do right.
In a briefcase he keeps chained to his bed, Gilbert also keeps a set of handcuffs and a holster. He's planning to open his own private investigation company called
Sexy Bad Boy, private security and small arms boutique.
Sure, he can be dangerous. We know he is preoccupied by this. We know presenting him with the facts doesn't change matters. I'd be concerned.
The owners of the gun store were concerned too. They're canceling Gilberts' order for 2 handguns.
Whitney Houston isn't giving up the spotlight, she's basking in it. But as Terry Willesee shows us, she tipped her hat to Barbara when she sang at the White House last night.
When Whitney sang at the White House last night, she dedicated this song to her friend Barbara Streisand. And as Whitney put in a memorable performance, gone was the fear we'd seen earlier this week when she visited New York. The singer was then accompanied by a large bodyguard because of this man, Charles Gilbert, an obsessed fan who has allegedly been stalking Whitney. He's claimed to be the father of her daughter, Bobby.
Yes, Whitney and I did spend the night together, all right? And
what?
And I guess I am the father.
Celebrity journalist Flo Anthony knows just how deeply the star has been troubled by Gilbert and his claims.
She's always traveled with a great deal of security and always travels in limos and is not, by herself very much. So I don't think that the stalker, had too much of a chance of getting any place near her.
But last evening, Whitney Houston was relaxed and comfortable in her concert honoring South Africa's new president, Nelson Mandela.
Tonight, I sing in honor of elected President Nelson Mandela.
As her husband Bobby Brown, President and Mrs. Clinton, Harry Belafonte, and a host of other celebrities watched and listened, Whitney dedicated this song to President Mandela.
It had to have been a very big moment in her life, and I think for every African American to see Nelson Mandela, as a president, and Nelson Mandela just go to the White House, it's a big moment.
And at concert's end last night, the audience stood to applaud, and Whitney left the stage to hug President Mandela.
Looks like a pretty nice party. Our invitations must have been Boston Mail.
Searching for a hero, people need someone to look up to. I never found anyone who fulfilled my need.